Hello, I am Big Daddy. This is By the Fireplace Live. That is the fireplace. And yeah, let's just get into it. By the way, I am super nervous about this right now because I don't know why. I think it's because I've been sat here just waiting for this to happen. But yeah, here we are. Finally, By the Fireplace. You guys can stop demanding it. And annoyingly, Luke has got a live stream running at the same time. But oh well, what can you do? Yeah, Boris is on. If you want to find out how depressing the world is right now, go and look at the news. It is super depressing. Right, so essentially this is going to be By the Fireplace. I'm going to go through comments on my phone. You guys can pick out comments if you want to, if you found any good ones. There are some primo comments in there. And yeah, I'll also answer within reason any questions that come up. Within reason. We shall see. So yeah. Wow, my phone is going up. I will have to turn this down. It's far, far, far too loud. Here we go. It occurs to me I should have found some of these comments before I started. That's something I should have done. Can we have another baby? No, no, we cannot have no more babies. We can have another dog. That's something we can definitely have. What do you think of the new Iveco, the S-Way? I actually really like it. I've not been inside one, but yeah, it looks very nice. And hello to everyone who's saying just hello. Let's go and find the comments. We found a nice easy one. Apparently, Stephen says that they have Pancake Day in New Zealand. Didn't know that. Dazza wants to have a baby with me as well. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll move on from that one there. Scott McCallum says, totally agree. 40 mile an hour is an absolute joke. He's referring to the Scottish speed limits being 40 miles an hour. Something I have complained about routinely. I will continue to do so because, obviously, hello, Ashley. How are we doing? Am I breaking up bad or not? Is it okay? Anyone else want to say I'm breaking up? Or I'm not breaking up with any of you guys, obviously. Anthony Thornton says, "Hey Tom, are you not allowed to load? Are you not allowed to video loading and unloading the truck? Love to see more of that type of content." I am, but I don't often record just the unloading and unloading, just because it can sometimes take quite a long time, and the time lapse tends to, I don't know, looks nicer rather than me just kind of standing around going, "Are we done yet?" Is it better to do your training through a HGV broker company? I don't really know what you mean by that. Like just a regular training company. I mean, I don't. I can't really think of many examples where you could do your HGV training privately. You'd have to, yeah, it'd be something like you'd have to kind of know the person as such, or know the company, maybe like your dad or something. Yeah, go and subscribe to Sam K, as he said just there. Wow, these comments are going quicker than I expected. Connor McKenna says, would you recommend driving as a career? Yeah, if that sort of thing is, if you like that sort of thing, yeah, absolutely. It's very. I find it's quite therapeutic, quite relaxing. I like. Yeah, I like it. Put your comments on slow mode. I didn't even know there was a slow mode. I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'll have a quick look now and see what we can do. I have no idea how to do it. I'm not going to have a look. Can we have a kiss? I'm with a financial company and you pay back every month. Better to go pay for it yourself, cheaper. Yeah, I agree. I pay for my class one myself. It means that you're not tied to that company because I have found, not me personally, but other people, if you get the company to put you through the training, my bed's not on fire. But if you get the company to put your bed, I'm reading too many comments. To get you put you through the training through the company, you kind of commit to them for like 2 years, and they can mess around with your wages, and it's not great. Would you get an air fryer in the wagon? No, that sounds like a terrible idea. Need to get a bigger fire. It's my tablet. How much bigger? Have I been to the Netherlands? No, I have never been to the Netherlands. I would love to go. I'm not blowing everyone a kiss. That's not happening. No, Ian, we're not letting the wife. If she wants another dog, which I'm sure she does, I'm up for having a dog, like a cocker spaniel. I think that's what they're called. I quite like them. Slow cookers. Yeah, I've heard slow cooker. My missus does some stuff in the slow cooker, and it's always delicious. Martin Calloway says, "Would you like to do heavy haulage?" Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's something I get asked quite routinely, and yeah, it's something I would love to get into. It's the problem. The problem with trucking is it depends on what area you're in, and for instance, my area tends to be more general haulage. If I go further north up towards Penrith, there's a lot more timber work, a lot more logging. So it depends on the area, obviously. Have a baby and the dog win-win. No, that's a win-lose. Trucking Videos UK says you should get some lights for your truck. Yes, I fully agree, but not this truck. The issue is MAE. I'm in a bit of a kind of limbo state. Limbo? Yeah, that's right. Sure, that's right. It's all good. Where I'm currently in this truck, and there are gonna be new trucks coming, just not yet. So I can't really spend any money on this truck or buy anything or put any nice lights in. So yeah, I'm in kind of a thing. Does he put tins of beans direct in the microwave? I haven't done that for a long time. No, I put tinfoil in there. That was a bad idea. Don't put tinfoil in a microwave. Ashley Colson says, "Can you not get a camping stove to cook on hot meals?" My God, again, this is a fake fire, and that's probably dangerous enough. I think I can't imagine my boss being that happy with me having an actual fire in the cab. The intention of this was to read through some comments, but I am not being successful in it. Matthew says, "What trucks are you boss thinking about getting?" There's a few on the list. I think the short list is MANs, and I have seen some stuff on there, some images, and yeah, they look very, very sexy. Harvey E says, "Is Jenkinson's or Dentworth working for?" I'll say this again. I have mentioned this before. I don't like talking badly about companies that I've worked for. It's not what I do. It's not. It's hard. It's hard to kind of say don't do this, but my experience of Dent wasn't great. The owner is a difficult person to work with. That's what we'll say about Dent. Now Jenkinson's, on the other hand, from what I gather, very good employer, and as long as you don't mind waste, yeah, it's good. And I think the pay's quite good as well. No issue with the gas stove. For you, Sam, there is no issues with the gas stove. For me, again, this is in my house, but so far in my house, we've had a flood. Flood destroyed the house. We've had a fire, and the previous occupants did get a bit murdered. Well, one of them got murdered, and then the other one committed suicide by stabbing himself to death. So basically, I don't want to tempt fate if I can help it. So yeah. Stuart Pop says, picture of Luke C on your dash was hilarious. The picture of I still love it. My missus is kind of over the joke, but I think it's great. Dazza1977 says, Mrs. Access, how is Tom to live with, especially with some of the comments that he makes? I'm not that bad, I don't think. What else we got on here? Trucker Hop says, I once stuck a knife in a toaster, blew myself across the kitchen. Don't do that. That's a really bad idea. And hello, Luke, as well. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did see you kind of come in there, but I was juggling things. This is my first proper live stream. I'm used to. I know the by the fireplace was only about 10 minutes. It took about an hour to record the damn thing because, firstly, I get distracted by anything, and yeah, I'm not very good at that sort of thing. And now that I'm going to concentrate on lots of things, I'll have to do it slightly different next time. Rob C says, have you washed your truck yet? Technically, it's washed. I didn't wash it. That was my amazing boss, I think, who I appreciated him washing it, but at the same time, he did leave straps strewn across the bed of the trailer, like it was like Christmas lights, but worse because they're not lit up. Dazza1977 says, if you was not a truck driver, what would you do? Probably stay in IT where I was, and probably still be miserable, like I was in fairness. Stephen says, it's you or Boris, and you won. In fairness, two people with bad haircuts, and mine's not a style. By the way, my illegal haircut is done by my missus. She's actually an ex-hairdresser, so that's how I've got my illegal haircut, as someone called it. Was there a hamster cage in the top bunk? No, it's not. Yeah, I'll just. Oh, doesn't stop the camera, is it? I don't think it does. Oh no! One second, guys. My camera. Oh well, it's just switched cameras, unfortunately. I don't know if you can see that up there, but it's the top bunk, and there's something that goes across the top there. Wow, that switched cameras very quickly. I'll see if I can regain that back. I have no idea how to do it. Never mind, it's all good. Stuart Pope says, Fat Lives Matter. Couldn't agree more, my friend. Trucking Chris says, male stripper. Literally just the words, male stripper. Oh, shit. Matthew Wild, that's my boss. And Matthew, did we leave straps all over the bed of a trailer by any chance? I think we did. Matthew, there is many questions on what trucks we're getting. What is it? Are we settled on MANs or not? Because I do like the idea of them. Come on, spill the beans, everyone. Put pressure on Matthew Wild. Put pressure on him right now. Let's get an answer out of him. There's 157 people all wanting to know. Yes, MANs. Is that you definitely saying? Is this an exclusive here, Matthew or Matthew? Let's have a look. What else is there? Do I have a doppelganger? Yeah. My doppelganger would be much thinner Freddie Flintoff, I would say. I've just heard someone just drive by, and it sounds like their exhaust is dragging on the ground. I really like the MANs. They're really well thought out trucks from what I've seen. Yeah, they seem to make a lot of sense. Whereas there's with this Scania, the old ones. Yes, mate. TJX XXL. I should fit in that. In which case, that's very nice. Right. So I hear people say about the Scanias, but like, okay, so this is it a 5th generation they call it, and it's got a lot of storage space, but absolutely pointless storage space. Like, there's I can't really show you because I can't turn the camera, unfortunately, but and I'll try and show this maybe on the vlog this Sunday. But there's a storage space above the passenger seat. I cannot, for the life of me, find anything that will fit in the damn thing. The same thing as the one below it. There's nothing that will fit in it. It is absolutely useless. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but I mean, they are a nice place to be. But I don't know. I think there are some other very good options, and them MANs there are very nice. How do truck drivers get paid? Mileage, hourly? It can depend. I've never seen any truckers that paid by the mile. It's usually hourly or like a daily rate. So I for instance, I won't discuss how mine works, but yeah, basically, yeah, it can depend on person to like company to company. It's good to ask around, see what all the options are, and yeah, have a look. Do you ever have to work weekends? It says Paul. Sometimes I do. I don't like working weekends if I can help it. It depends. I will run out on a Sunday if needs be, and we've had a couple of sometimes things can go wrong on site. There's not much you can do about it. It's just one of them. Sometimes just bad things happen. You get stuck out, and that's that. Do you ever get to South Wales? Says Elmo. Is that your real name? Please tell me that's your real name. That's amazing. Not with MAE. No. When I was working for BTs, I used to be in South Wales quite a lot. But not with MAE. It's been a lot around London, and last week was my first time going up to Scotland with them, and apparently there's more. I want to my planner, Paul. I want to try and challenge him to do the longest run because I want to do something like from the very top of Scotland right down to the bottom of England. Like, I mean, like as long as possible. That'd be amazing. Oh, Ollie and Freddie, good night. Go to bed. Go and sleep. Don't bounce around the bloody bedroom, please. Right. Okay. So Graham said, I hear Tom loves driving in Scotland. Now, I know I have got this reputation of not liking Scotland. It's not that I don't like Scotland. I love Scotland. Some of my favourite places. Yes, Matthew. Yes, do it, mate. Some of my favourite places to go are in Scotland, like Glencoe, stuff like that. Like there was one time I was driving for Dents, and it was in the snow up at Glencoe, and it was just astonishingly pretty. It's just that you do have a lot of time to take in the view. That's my issue. Elmo, your real name is Dave. I cannot say how disappointed I am right now. I wish you'd lied to me. You still can. Yeah, I would believe you. Trucking Videos UK says, do you ever get to Sheffield? Again, I've not been to Sheffield. I'm trying to think what the last time I went to Sheffield is. Just a little while ago. I drive past there quite a lot. I actually quite. It's the people in Sheffield are always like really chatty, really just, you know, you can have a good natter with them. I love that. Like, yeah, that's great. Right, let's have a look at some other comments. Apparently my dog's going absolutely mad about this. Andrew says, would you like to do a trip to Ireland? Yes, 100%. And but from what I gather, we are looking at going to Ireland, but because of COVID, because people aren't travelling across the channel, like between Ireland and England, the prices are really high, and it means that it's not actually worth doing the trips, unfortunately, which is a shame because I'd love to be kind of getting over there, and plus as well, there are a lot of things that they are short of over there. So yeah, I genuinely would love to. Trucking Chris says, congratulations, 9K. Yeah, genuinely, I can't believe it. Like, it's amazing. Elmo, who again, you have disappointed me, but I will still answer your question. Does driving in Europe interest you? 100%. Yes. The amount. Is this all one person? Oh no, it's not. The amount of people who mention the word Greg's. Honestly, if I could get a sponsorship for Greg's, I'd be set. I wouldn't need anything else. That'd be me happy. I have been to Greg's today. Obviously, I've been to Greg's today. In fact, I might. So look, still got my coffee cup from today. Greg's. Oh, Liam, my favourite little troll. Would you ever consider smuggling drugs into the UK? It's not something I can personally say I have ever considered. It's not something that I can imagine being that worth it. Why are we having another baby? Congratulations on having another baby. What have I just missed in the comment section? Oh God, what have I just missed? Why are we having another baby? What have I just missed? Oh God, something's happened and I can't see it. E83 says, did the pancakes have sugar and lemon on? Obviously it did. Terry Tuna. Terry Tuna. What? Oh, again, I kind of hope that's your real name. I know it's not, but I really do. Tom, for the footage, my God, this chat goes quickly. For the footage outside your cab, do you use old footage or maybe every single time? Do I have B-roll footage? Yes, I do. It's yeah. I try to get. I'll get some new footage each week. But as an example, on last Monday and Tuesday, I went somewhere near Bristol and I went somewhere near Brighton. And for security reasons, because of the company I delivered to, I decided I didn't particularly want or feel it was appropriate to put the trip down. So again, for stuff like that, just with having B-roll footage, I can mix it about. And sometimes, well, like especially with salt, it builds up on the camera really quickly. So yeah. No, we're not having baby when we get to 10K. Obviously not. How is this thing? Is the B-roll footage of your night out with the working girls? No, there is no footage of that. There's, funny enough, I took some B-roll footage before I went to bed, but that was because I was doing the birthday cake sketch, which, by the way, that was a lot of these the cold opens are actually not my idea. This is all Kayle's idea. She's really good at coming up with them, like supremely good. Could I replace a picture of Luke with your dog? I feel like that is something that could probably be done. Yeah. You thought about driving trucks abroad? Again, Sam, yeah, I'd love to kind of go abroad and go to some cool places. I would love to go and drive up Norway or like Sweden, go like all the way up through like that would be amazing to go and see. Ashley, if you want me to put a picture of you up in the cab somewhere, I think I can do that. Justin Smith says another Greg's question because of course. Sausage rolls or pasties? I'm more of a pasty man, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, well, it's the breakfast bacon, sausage, egg. It's delicious. It's amazing. Stuart, McDonald's or Greg's? Obviously, Greg's. Sam, should I just get like a picture, like across? We should Photoshop all of the like the truck vloggers, all of us sitting like the what's that painting? The final dinner or whatever it was. Yeah, we'll have to Photoshop something like that. Conor McKenna says, "How nervous were you starting as a Class 1 driver?" I was nervous, but not. I found the things with Class 1, the things that caught me out. I thought the length of the truck would be something that would kind of catch me out. And it wasn't. Actually, I wasn't that uncomfortable with the length of the truck or the fact that it was a trailer as such. The thing that caught me out was the elbow, as in the front of the trailer. That's something that you don't expect, but you look out your window and it's sticking way out there. It's quite worrying sometimes for the first time you do it. And I think that it's not really the. And Ashley, I will let you put it up beforehand, but it's not the length, it's more the width that's the problem. Ashley, go ahead, put it in the comments. It's going to happen. I'll give you a second. Took too long there. You've missed your opportunity. There we go. Nessa, you've Ashley, you're far too slow. Yes, the girth of the truck. That's the thing. Dazza 1977 says, "Have you been down narrow roads like Scott Andrews?" Yes, yes, I have. When I was working for BT's, I went down a lot of very narrow roads. The only problem was BT's didn't want me recording on any sites. The issue with tippers is the market is hyper competitive, and it means they're all very sketchy about showing any sites, just because in case they get poached or jobs get poached. So yeah. Oh no, why is the number one happening? Oh God, Ian, can we ban Ian from the chat, please? Trucking Videos UK says, "Do you like the Greg's vegan stuff?" That's the amount of Greg's questions. I tried them, the vegan sausage rolls. Yeah, they were all right. I can't say they weren't too bad. E83, can I ask you a question? In fairness, that is kind of the whole point of this. Korea Insincere says, "Would you like to run your own company one day?" No. It's I wouldn't mind having maybe like just having my own truck, but the idea of running a company seems super stressful. I'm sure my boss, if he's still watching, will back me up and say it is very stressful running your own company. What's my favorite Greg's location? So, as if I rank them, I don't know. They're all there's lots of. Oh, actually, Lancaster northbound, inside the garage, first thing in the morning, the lad cooks the bacon, crispy as anything, and it is delicious. So, in response to should I run my own company, Matthew, my boss, put, "Don't do it ever." So there you go. That kind of answers that. Stuart Pope says, "When will you take Luke C's place as the leader of the Road Legends?" Considering that Luke created the Road Legends, I can't imagine him just like, "Here you go, here's the Road Legends. I'm off now, guys. See you later." I don't know, Luke. Yeah, do you want to comment on that one if you're still here? Where's the furthest you've had to deliver to? Up past Inverness. It's nice on there. I've never delivered down Cornwall or Devon. I genuinely I want to, and MAE had a contract down in Devon somewhere, and they moved on to a different contract which wasn't in Devon, and I was very disappointed about that. Again, Matthew. Oh yeah, I've tried convincing my boss about Scania V8. I've sent him pictures, and yeah, I worked out that I am definitely barking up the wrong tree with him, which is funny because he's already bought Scanias. I would have thought he'd have. Oh yeah, never mind. What spec option do you wish that your truck had? I don't know. Two things. Oh, actually, while my boss is on, and I hope you're listening to this because I have a list of, I don't know what, you can either call them wishes or demands. I don't really mind which one. I want, and this is really important, heated seats. Please, can I have a nice heated seat in the new truck. Please, for the love of God. And air conditioning. Are you saying no to heated seats? You better not be saying no to heated seats. I'm noticing right now. James, I do prefer the new Scanias. They are really, really nice. But some cases, a lot of our subscribers think that the only truck is a V8 cross-sectional machine. Jesus Christ. It's don't get me wrong. I do like the Scanias. They're not being all and end all, but I mean the two things that I want: heated seats, because I've been saying this. I need my heated seat and air conditioning. They're my two things. That's what I really want. Ransom demands, yeah, that'll do. Anthony Thornton says, "Don't wish you any bad luck, Tom. But did you ever crash in your truck?" I've hit a couple of things. I've hit one thing while working for MAE, which was a car that was like 10 foot up in the air. As I was trying to get into a bay, that was not. Yes! Right, everyone, can we just see this? My boss has agreed to heated seats and aircon. When I say aircon, I mean at night. I want to be cool at night. There's nothing worse than being in a tin box. But yeah, so I've hit a car while I was working for MAE. Before that, the only other time I hit something was when I was working for Travis Perkins on my second week out, and I managed to take out 2 car wing mirrors pretty much at the same time. I got them caught on straps, and it was bad. Yeah. And the worst thing was, it was at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I had to go put my poo up mat. I had to call him and go, "I've hit a car. It was 10 foot up in the air." Oh, yeah. That was not great times. Dazza1977 says, "How do you get experience driving a split box and get a job with a company that uses split box?" You're going to start struggling, because even BT's, I had a split box there. Even their new ones, they're not. They're not. They're all automatics. Matthew better not give me electric seat cover. That's not what the agreement. The agreement is a proper heated seat. I had a crash in a car transporter last month. Right off. My God, yeah, that would be. Some of the car transporters, they fly past you, and my God, it is worrying to watch. Proper ball clenchingly worrying. Career in Sincere says, "You don't need a heated seat with the fire behind you." Shut up, you. Justin, so this one here, and my old DAF has got the same thing where, so this Scania's got it where you can connect your phone with Bluetooth, but you can't connect your music. And my old DAF was exactly the same. So it's just, I think the new ones have just got it. Plus as well, it has this, which is the stupidest thing. Sorry, Matthew, I'm slating your wagons tonight. I'm really sorry, mate. Look at this. It's like a coach driver. I feel like I should be going. And if you look on your left side, you can see a castle. There you go. But what's the biggest annoyance on the road? Mine is bad indicator use. If I'm honest with you, there's not really much. I'm just not. I find, as long as you're not. Oh no, my boss on these things is never a good thing. Yeah, I don't really have many annoyances. I just don't. There's not. There's not many things. It's as long as you're not. As long as you're not looking for it. Um, I found. I used to watch. I used to watch these dashcam videos where you can see bad drivers, and I found the more I watched them, the more I start spotting bad drivers, and it was like I was intentionally looking for them. I was intentionally like trying to find them almost, and I find as long as you as such don't care about them, it's fine. Just yeah, just don't care about them. Yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore. Um, Luke is talking about his Type R again. Be quiet, Luke. Even sounds like gonna shoot on the Type R into this stream, eh? Yeah, Ashley. There's no point in getting annoyed because the thing is, if something happens and someone does something stupid on the road, like they'll pull in behind, they'll pull in front of you, and they'll put the brakes on. And out of annoyance, the first thing that you want to do is you want to make a point and say, "You've pissed me off. You've done something that's wound me up," and you'll get closer behind them, and that will wind that person up, and it either ends in one of two things. Obviously, a crash being the worst, but then also as well, it means that you're getting close behind them, which means you have to put your brakes on. And by putting your brakes on, you then have to bring your speed back up again, and basically you're losing out on fuel efficiency, and basically all you're doing is wasting fuel for someone that you're never ever going to see again. Richard just said, read my post on Facebook, or read my DM. So my missus has just brought up a comment that's been a little while gone. E83 says, you said I could ask you a question. Well, I'd like to ask, why is your bed on fire? Because it's by the fireplace. It's not a real fire. Health and safety prevents me from having an actual fire in the prevents me from having one on the truck. My boss, generally speaking, doesn't want me to have the truck on fire. It's not great for business. And which truck vlogger would you rather kip with? Inner services, obviously, or same bunk, your call. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, I can imagine Luke on like a really cold night and your night heat is not working. I imagine snuggling up with him might be quite nice. Dazza, the thing is, the simple reality is though, everyone is the little spoon to me. It'd be so far we have not talked about trucks barely at all. So Black Hawk has said he doesn't like the Jesus Christ. Someone just said that they don't like the smart motorways. I don't mind them. I genuinely don't. They don't bother me in the slightest. I obviously, yeah, Mrs. Except for Access, you are always my little spoon. Yeah, we'll go with that. That works. Josh Dunn. I feel like you're trying to set me up with that at the moment. Terry Tuna is a great name. Oh, what an amazing name. Did you change your underwear after the journey across the A66? No, I didn't. Although it was quite worrying at times. Like that, it's the tallest curtain sider I've driven in wind before. I've driven other vehicles that are other trucks that are the same height, but they were they which had like aluminium sides to them, so they don't absorb they don't absorb the wind anywhere near. Truck went off the road on the A66 today. Yeah, Ian, that doesn't surprise me at all. It was bad up there the other night. Like, I've not seen them break, Dazza, yet. Anyways, Justin Smith says, "How many cameras do you record on?" One, two, three, four. There's four in the cab, then I've got one outside. I have to count them now. Jesus Christ! But yeah, four's not enough. I want more. I want one kind of up here, kind of looking out. I think that'd be quite a nice view. And I also want one looking towards the left side of the truck as well, just so you can kind of get a bit more of a 360 thing going on. So I'm guessing you're talking about when there's something happen. I will say it can be a bit annoying when it says that there's an obstruction ahead. We're not annoying, but when it says there's an obstruction ahead and then there's nothing, but still at the same time, it's better having that than you meeting something. David, I do have a drone. I have got one. Not the best time of year to be flying a drone, but I'm planning to get it out, just do some nice little aerial shots. Especially when we get these new trucks, I want to do some amazing shots of them. Proper excited for it. Andrew says, "What did you work at previous in trucking?" Previous to this, John Beatty's, that's tipper work. Dents, I did walking floor work, and Travis Perkins did crane work, which I quite liked. I love doing the crane work, but the money's not amazing, unfortunately. And Travis Perkins are a little bit extreme on health and safety. That's will tell you all about that. What's the most valuable cargo you've ever hauled? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I couldn't rightly say. I mean, this morning I had. It's not valuable, but I thought it was quite cool. I was taking NHS test and trace kits out, which I thought was yeah. Freddie says this is boring. Freddie should be in bed. Go to bed, Freddie. It's bedtime. Ian asked my boss if he could sponsor the channel for more cameras. Yes, give me more money. If you could remove the limiter on the truck, how Irish would you become? All right. If I'm honest with you, I probably shouldn't say this, but my old truck, I won't mention the company, but one of my old trucks did exceed the limit a little bit more. It did 61, and it was amazing. Basically, when it went to have the tacho calibrated, something wasn't right, and even though it was technically within limits and it was all legal, it was perfectly legal, there was no issues, it still did 61, And I'm traveling. I was in Wales, and I'm doing 61, and this Volvo starts coming alongside us. Oh look, and I go like this out the window, like, rock on, mate! What an absolute boss! Anyways, this lad puts his air horns on, proper boom boom. Next thing, cab starts going up. He's fucking off. He absolutely left me standing. So it very clearly did not have a limiter on it. Terry Jr. says, what software do you use to edit your footage? I use something called DaVinci Resolve, which is a superb piece of software. A bit complicated to use at first, but for what I do, and especially for multicam setups like I've got, Russell Fox, no, it wasn't. It had Irish plates on it. I can't remember what the company was, but my missus. I don't know if you can see this. Look, this is my dog at home watching me on the live stream. What's your favourite thing about Southerners? Getting to them, leaving them behind at the weekend, and not have to think about it. Watch my numbers just dropping down. Everyone's starting to leave. I shouldn't say that. just because of you, Sam. I love you. Korean Sincere says, "Have you ever been stopped by Vosa?" Nope. Hopefully, it will never ever happen. I know it will at some point, but yeah. Just point. So on limiters with this truck does. I think it does 50, 55. Matthew, am I right in saying YYT does 55? I think it is. But either way, I said it's 50 because get good fuel consumption out of it. And the day, you're getting there a little bit slower, but in the grand scheme of things, not much. And it's a much more chilled out drive. You're saving money, so yeah, it's. Oh yeah, Black Hawk. Yeah, I probably. There's not even any wood to touch. Would you get a safety video? Would you do a safety video on a blind spot for an Arctic, and Sam can do a safety video on a rigid truck? I don't. As far as training goes, I was right. It's 55 that this one does here, but I only see it at 50. At 50. I don't want to do training videos or not proper training videos, because as funny as it sounds, I don't feel like I deserve to. I don't, with people who watch this channel, and probably people who are in this chat right now, they will have more experience than me. So in a sense, what right do I have to teach them to do anything? I know with the new people coming and stuff like that, but I don't know. I like knowing that people are watching these videos, they're getting entertained by them, and I love knowing that there are people out there who are getting into trucking because of what, not just myself, but people like Dazza, some of the amazing videos that he does, Sam K, obviously Luke, you've got Ashley, you've got Nessa, and I feel like we're doing our part to kind of help out the trucking community as such, or kind of like bring more new truckers into it, and that's what I kind of like. That's the kick I get out of it. Right. I said that this was going to be 30 minutes. This has not been 30 minutes. I've just looked at the time. It's 54 minutes. So, and Chris, sorry, Chris. Obviously, you as well. I love you as well. Kale, could you get links ready for this? for anyone who is unaware, Nessa is working in collaboration with, and I can't bloody remember the name of them. Nessa, you're going to have to help me out here quickly. Basically, she's working with some guys who are going to dress up as Evel Knievel and drive around Wales and other places. And Daryl is super organised as always. The reality is they're doing it for Macmillan, which is an amazing charity. So my amazing wife or Nessa or both of them are going to put some links up. I want you guys to go and check them out. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna put some up, or are you just gonna write the word Daryl and just leave it at that? Just leave me hanging here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. There's the link. Go and give some money to them, because in the day, it's a really good, it's a great cause. It looks like it'll actually be a lot of fun them doing it, but more importantly, it's for Macmillan. Something that's actually really close to my heart, and genuinely think you guys should go and have a look at this. But yeah, as for this, as for the video, as for the live, I'll try and be a little bit more organised next time. I felt like this one, I was, yes, Matthew, I am going to go to bed. It is 8 o'clock and I am exhausted. My boss literally telling me to go to bed now. Right. Thank you very much, guys, and we shall see you next time. You can find out the end stream.